Can you kind of see me? It's a little dark. I'm trying to be in the light. Actually, I'm in my little corner of my little office. Hi, welcome to Yoga Talk. I just wanted to give everybody an update of what's been going on with me. Um, I have been sick. I tested negative for COVID, so it wasn't COVID. Actually, I tested positive for the flu. You hear so much about the one thing, you forget about the other stuff that's still around, like colds and flus. So actually, I had the flu. My body shut down for 2 weeks. I was off of work for that time, and I couldn't do anything or not do any videos. Like I said before, I had a bunch of stuff I did before that got wiped out. I'm on my computer now trying to put stuff together because I have to move things from one section and put them in a backup system because my computer's old. I told my dad that's what I wanted, a new computer. I need space because this girl's doing things, especially with editing. It's a lot. Learning a lot from editing. But yeah, my body shut down. I had the flu. I had all the symptoms that were kind of like COVID. Chills, aches. I couldn't eat. I did have taste. I still had taste, and I still had taste, and I still had sense of smell. So kind of knew it wasn't COVID, but it was the flu. The doctor did have me cracking up. He goes, all this stuff is happening. You catch the flu. You don't hear about the flu, but it's still there. I'm like, yeah, it's still around. It's still around, but I caught it. So my body was down for 2 weeks. So I couldn't teach or do anything. The doctor told me rest, sleep, rest. And he said, you can't be around nobody. But thank goodness my family and friends definitely looked out for me and made sure I was fed, force feed me when I didn't want to eat. Sorry about that. You'll see a little transition. My camera died, which I've been charging it for a while before I taught yoga. But, okay. I love and hate this camera. I do. I know how to work it, but I love and hate it at the same time. So we have like 27 more minutes on this thing, so I won't be too long, but I just wanted to let you know what was going on with me. I am working on new content now for you, for my channel, to still give out free content for people who needs it. Um, I do have some events coming up for the summer. I think I told everybody I will come back helping teaching yoga in June. Um, I got a I'm in class right now, yoga class right now, keeping my license. So I'm trying to keep my license up to date. I got to do a couple things. Like I have to do CPR classes, and I have to do update my insurance too, so I can be able to be with people. I still do actually have my license to have music, so that's okay. That's still okay, but everything else, gotta pay out the cash. But you know, that's what it is for practice. You gotta pay. But I do get paid well though for teaching yoga when I'm actually out and about, so I can't complain. Thank you so much for the subscribers I have. I think I have 66 subscribers. I appreciate it. Thank you for reaching out to me. Um, if you want to know if you can see me teach class, I do live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Do follow my socials. My socials are always linked in the description box when I upload my videos, my content. And I think I also have it in my About Me section on my YouTube page. When you go to my main page, I think it's in my About. And it pulls up who I am, a little bit about me, when I got my license, and why I teach yoga. It has my information, like my social medias, my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter, everything. Where you, because that's usually where I post when I'm doing events, and you know how much the cost is and everything too for events. If you want to come to a class with me, so definitely would like to see you there. I appreciate it. Like I said, I've been doing yoga for 23 years. The one thing I learned about doing yoga is what kind of practice you want to do. There's all different types of yoga. You know, that's just styles and just things I say for entertainment. But it's yoga's more than just the asanas, which I always talk about, the poses. I'm working on my, I'm about to start editing videos, but it's more than that. To me, I know I grasp to it more. Me, it's a healing thing for me besides the asanas, you know, you got the breath movements, the prani, pranayamas, which I always mess up my Sanskrit, so sometimes I don't say them because I feel like I don't want to disrupt or just disrespect the Hindu sayings. So I definitely want to be respectful. So breath is very important in a yoga class. Not I mean grasping the breath is can be challenging. People always say. I'm always tell people just do what you can. You know, listen to yourself. Self care is the name of the game. When I teach yoga, my whole goal and purpose when I teach a class is letting you recognize the humanity in yourself. Learning when to take care of yourself because sometimes we do so much stuff that we don't focus on self care. That is my main goal in yoga to teach you how to take care of yourself. That's my superpower. That's what I tell people. That's just the goal of me in yoga, especially giving access and information to things that I love most of the, you know, I love yoga. Oh, it's my neighbor's dog. They have a dog. Cute dog. My new neighbor, I haven't met him yet, has a dog. But it's just, it's wonderful, wonderful. And I do interact and people ask me, always ask me a billion questions like, you know, do I have to be flexible to do yoga? No, you just have to be willing. You know, your mind has to be flexible, I always say. To me, your mind has to be flexible. You have to be willing. You know, I have gone to yoga where I fell 1,000 times and giggle and laugh. I encourage it. I've been in classes where people were stuffed up and I did it and they just looked at me, rolled their eyes. That's not the kind of practice I want to be in. You know, I want to have fun. I want to enjoy myself. I want to learn what I can and cannot do. And no, that's my yoga practice. That's where I'm at that day. So I always encourage people when you do go to class, you know, learn a little bit about the teacher, about their purpose. You know, there's all different types. You know, there's hatha yoga, which is breath. There's vinyasa, is breath and flow, where you're doing kind of like a power yoga class. There's yin yang yoga, which is a restorative kind of yoga class. It's bringing balance into your body, which I love to teach a lot. If you notice, you see, you always have restorative that I love to teach. That's like my favorite. I love to teach hatha yoga, best breath, and I also like to teach. Well, sometimes I teach power a little bit. I like a little bit of power, but my favorite class to teach is yin yang yoga. It's having a balance within yourself, which I love. Personally, my personal favorite. Love to teach. There's trap yoga. That's just music. That's just music. You know, moving your body, twerking your butt to yoga. You know, that's what it is. Um, there's hot yoga, the bana, I forget what it's called sometimes, but hot yoga where you're doing power yoga in 100 degrees, which, you know, learning, when I first started, I always get the best sleep when I do it. I know when I do that kind of class, I always get the best sleep. I get the best sleep because that heat, I don't know, and all that movement, sometimes I don't keep up with the class. I keep up with myself, and sometimes the teacher will try to, hey, come on. No, I always tell people when you're in yoga class, do what you're supposed to do. My students always throw it back to me, especially when I do something. The one thing I love about my students, they were like, "Well, Miss Ursula, you told me to listen to my body, and I ain't there yet." Love it. I absolutely adore it. I love when my students do that. I love it because it means that you're listening to yourself. I appreciate it. That's like, I get so excited. I'm like, oh, you're listening to yourself. Yes. Sorry, I still have a cough. I shouldn't be talking as much. I haven't talked for 2 weeks because I've been coughing and hacking a lot. And now I'm coughing and I keep losing my voice. And it keeps cracking like I'm going through the change of life. Like, hi, I'm hitting puberty today. I'm just laughing with my cough. So I just want to give an update. So I will be posting if you do follow me on my socials. If you follow me, I follow you back. That's one thing I always do with social media. When people follow me, I do follow you back. I do like posts and everything too on your thing. Give you, and appreciate you. Because like I said, my main goal focus in yoga is to recognize the humanity in people, one thing we do not have in the world is recognizing humanity and treating people like humans. That's always been my goal, to recognize that. As a descendant of slaves, to me, that's always been important, to recognize the humanity, because, unfortunately, I live in the United States, and that's a whole nother issue. But going forward, I just want to that's part of my practice. It's part of my healing of my practice. So, it's that's just one aspect of me when I teach a class. If you come to one of my class, so I will post when I'll be teaching. I think I'll start in June. I'll be out and about, teaching social distancing, wearing masks, hand wash, because I still work at night at the hospital. So, um, what else can I say? But I just want to give you an update with what's going on with me. Yeah, why she's not posting any new content, but I've been sick, and I was just tired just to write anything. I'm just like, I finally told people I was sick, like, at the end of my sickness. I was like, yeah, I've been sick. That's why you haven't seen me. People were like, you've been sick? No one, you haven't said anything. But sometimes you got to give yourself a break from social media and not post everything. I've learned. But, yeah. So thank you for this yoga talk. Find a class, whatever types of yoga you like to do, and enjoy yourself. Learn yourself in your class. Enjoy yourself. Know what you can and cannot do. I think going forward, I'm gonna do a couple more chair series, because I kind of want to do like a elevated chair yoga, where you can do crazy stuff on the chair, and then modify, crazy stuff. So you can do some stuff. Um, Oh yeah, the classes I'm taking now. I'm taking inversion classes with the feet up. I'm trying to get my certificate in that, to teach people how to go upside down, which is I'm real excited. And I'm taking anatomy and physiology classes for yoga, to understand the body more, and poses, because I think all the people always ask a million questions about their body in yoga, like why this hurt, why that hurt when I do this, because like my mom, her feet goes that way a lot when we do classes together, because she always just show up at my house and say, hey, we're doing yoga today, because you're a yoga teacher and you can teach me for free. She feeds me and she loves me, so you got to do what mom and dad wants. I always my family, but it's fine. But yeah, but my mom's feet go that way because her hips are tight. She does a lot of cardio, but she doesn't stretch. I said, you overdo cardio and you don't stretch, so you have a lot of lactic acid built up, and when we don't stretch and let that come out, it builds up tension. So her feet, my mom's kind of like bow-legged, because her body's not in alignment, because we don't do classes like yoga that teach us how to put our body in alignment. So always encourage people, this is the reason why you do these type of classes. This is why you do this. So, yeah, so doing certain classes like yoga, like I tell my mama all the time, I give you free content. Go to my YouTube page. She be like, I'm just going to show up at your house. But she watches this other girl on YouTube, and she tell me all about her. You need to be watching this person on. I'm like, Mom, I'm on YouTube. She be like, I know, baby. Okay, but that's just me coughing. Sorry, but I just want to give you that update. I appreciate and love you guys. Thank you so much. I bow to you. I'm ever so humble. I bow to you. The humanity in me, recognize the humanity in you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I bow to you. I do not take it for granted. Trust me. If only one person watched my video every day, I am very thankful. I appreciate it. So, with very little words, I like to say namaste, which namaste is an East Indian Sanskrit. That means the God in me bows down to the God in you. So, with my one word and my other favorite word, I like to say namaste. See you in the next video. Bye. Mwah.